Run the Numbers. My name is Jason, and the video you're watching right here and now is part of the Run the Numbers channels, but specifically it's part of the warm-up series. So what does that mean? That means I'm in motion, on the go, walking through the lovely and beautiful, usually sunny skies, sunny streets of Los Angeles, California. In fact, right now, the street is blocked, so I will walk around it. And also, the other thing about this video you're watching is that it's part of the 100 Videos Challenge. That's a challenge I've made for myself in order to put out a whole lot of content that's all related to personal finance and videos that hopefully can be helpful to you in an effort to make a whole lot of videos doing just that, being helpful on your personal finance journey. I want to make sure there's a whole library, a whole lot of videos. So I've made a challenge, 100 Videos Challenge, where I'm forcing myself to put 100 videos up onto YouTube, publish them to YouTube all in 100 days. I want to publish a video roughly once a day, and all these videos are done in an effort to be helpful to you, to have this content that you can enjoy. So let's dive right into today in this effort of having content out there that helps you. I want to quickly mention as to a status report. Maybe you could think of it, you could say an update, and that is my current thoughts and my current usage of credit cards in Q2 of 2024. Now, specifically, I won't go into all the details of all the credit cards I'm using. Mostly, I want to give you an update. Again, it's mostly my thoughts as to cards I'm considering for Q2 of 2024. So, you might already know the cards I'm gonna talk about because these cards I've mentioned, these credit cards I've mentioned in previous videos on the channel. So quickly, I'll list out a couple that I want to cover and the ones that I will expand some thoughts on, give some details here. So first, I want to mention a little bit about the AAA Daily Advantage Visa Signature Card. I want to mention a little bit about the Bread Amex card. I want to mention about the DiscoverIt card. I want to mention a little bit about the Bilt MasterCard. And lastly, you got to wait all the way to the end, I want to mention about another card that you might have been seeing all over YouTube as I have. And that is the Robinhood Gold Visa card. All right? How does that sound? Okay, let's do all that. So, let's start a little bit with the card that I want to put next into my rotation is the AAA Daily Advantage Visa Signature Card. Now, as far as when I want to do that, we're right around the corner here, getting into April of 2024. So I want to maybe do that either towards the, mid or even late part of this coming month of April. Maybe even get into May. So I don't have the greatest sense of urgency. I've got a bunch of other cards that kind of serve the purpose. I won't go into too many of the details of what I'm looking for with this card. Again, you can go watch previous videos or let me know that you want me to yet again expand, give more details as to why this is on deck into my consideration. But for the most part, there's other cards I'm currently using that I kind of want to, I guess use a little bit more, get a bit more out of these other cards. I'll kind of name the main one that I'm using that I want to get a whole lot of usage before I kind of give it something of a breather, and that is my American Express Blue Cash Preferred card. Oh, that was a bit of a mouthful to say, but basically this American Express Blue Cash Preferred card, that one, I don't really see them as say substitutes. You can kind of use them all in tandem, but for the most part, I want to kind of give something of a rest to the American Express Blue Cash Preferred card. I want to give that something of a breather, something of a rest for a period of time. And when I do that, yes, that's when I maybe most want to jump into using, or first applying and hopefully being approved and using the AAA Daily Advantage Visa Signature card. Okay, so that's the thought there. Okay, let me mention a little bit about the DiscoverIt card. That too, I've got on deck. As far as when that can go into when I have plans to have that go into my rotation, that as well, I maybe want to hold off at least another month, maybe into May. Maybe, who knows, if I can change around my opinions, change around some of my thoughts, I might put this card sooner into the rotation. People out walking their dogs, it's a great time to do that. Don't want to get too distracted doing that. Let's keep moving. So, yeah. So it is also on deck. Again, you can watch the videos as to understand my videos here on the Numbers channel. You can understand why I am considering them, how it's a fit for me, how it might be a fit for you. All the particular details there, I've covered in another video. I don't want to go too much into the details here and now, but I'll just mention as to the update, it is still one I think positively about and wish to maybe apply in the future. Apply and, of course, use in the future. Okay, let's move right along and talk about another one, that being the Bilt MasterCard. That one, I am more on the sidelines just because the main advantage there is being able to pay your rent with the credit card, with the Bilt card. I don't actually, get to do that. That's not something that's something I'm going to be doing. So for that reason, there's kind of other advantages of the card, but the main kind of like what you ask people about with the Bilt card is they'll say, oh yeah, that's kind of the renter's card. That's the card you pay your rent with. Since that doesn't apply to me, there's other things that I could consider using the Bilt card, but that's kind of on the sidelines. So that too, I'm kind of hitting the pause button in my interest there. Okay. What else should I mention? Oh, the Bread Amex card. That one, I also am kind of hitting the pause button. I'm not too interested in, or don't have too much of a rush to consider that one. The main reason I was looking at that is I wanted that one to be sort of my everyday spending, my sort of utility card, and then the card that you kind of get the most utility. You can use it kind of in any and all situations and get a decent amount of cash back. That one too, I wouldn't say I've lost interest. It's subsiding for a bit. I might return to look at that for more consideration. But for now, it's something that I'm sort of hitting the pause button at the very least. And so what does get my interest, what is the one, or one of the most pressing in my mind cards just for me to consider, and that is the Robinhood Gold Visa card. Now, I don't want to go into too many details as to my thoughts. There's definitely a whole lot of pluses and why it's sort of pressing. Like I said, it's pressing for my attention. The 3% cash back is definitely, making headlines and catching a whole lot of attention from all sorts of people, and including myself. So yes, it's something that I want to maybe dedicate an entire video as to why I am considering it and why I maybe putting something of the pause onto other cards, because I'm actually thinking, yeah, my use for kind of an everyday spending card could really be solved in many respects from yeah, the Robinhood Gold Visa card, the 3% cashback. Um, so yeah, that again, look out for maybe another video where I talk through a bit more of kind of what's required there, setting up a whole Robinhood Gold membership, all these things that there's a bit more. It's a bit more layered. So I'm gonna hopefully dedicate an entire video for that. But for now, I just want to mention that it is kind of at the top of my list of cards I'm considering. Okay, so these are the cards I'm considering the most. So I thought you should be aware as to, at this point, Q2 2024, what kind of if I were to stack rank various cards and give you this feel for where cards are in my consideration. This video hopefully accomplishes that. If you have some questions about any of the cards specifically, or just general thoughts, or anything otherwise, please leave a comment, or reach me, or like the videos, or subscribe to the videos. All these things catch my attention, and I will appreciate you doing so. All right, I'm going to leave you there. I got to wrap.